Hello everybody, welcome to my Let's Play. I've decided I'm going to go ahead and start a new map altogether. This is a brand new jar file, has absolutely nothing on it. I wasn't happy with the last map. The cave system was cool, but wasn't quite good enough. I actually did some stuff offline on that map, and wasn't entirely sure whether or not I liked it, so I'm going to go ahead and start again here. Minecraft Let's Play. Alright, so no seed, nothing, just gonna do a brand new world. So nobody's really seemed to give any feedback as to what they want to see me do. I've gotten a few bits of feedback. Treehouse, for instance, that's a really good idea. It's something I've wanted to do for a while now, but I've never quite gotten around to doing, so that's a possibility. And I've got a few more ideas just swimming around in my head, so I'm basically just going to go ahead and wing it here and see what happens, really. So, but it's been a few days since I did a recording, mostly because I've been waiting for a little bit more feedback. But I think I'm gonna go ahead and start anyway. So it's quite nice. Spawned in the jungle. Actually, gonna go ahead and there we go. Get an achievement there. Achievement get. So started off in jungle. It's quite nice. Die pig. Come back here. And sorry if it's a little bit laggy, my computer does seem to be lagging just a little bit today, not quite sure why. Might have something to do with the fact that I've got AVG scanning in the background, but whatever. In fact, just give me a second, I'm going to go ahead and stop quickly and I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Sorry for that, just had to stop some stuff in the background there. So I think I'm gonna go, and I'm not sure if I'm gonna live here. I do like jungles, and I do like the idea of a treehouse, but unfortunately, the way the trees work at the moment is when you climb the tree and you end up at the top and you're standing on the leaves actually start to decay when you're standing there, and that's really bad. That's not good, and I don't really want that. So I'm gonna go ahead and be safe and not do that. But what I think I might do is build around the tree trunk rather than build on top of the tree. For instance, right there I would make a house around the trunk and I would expand it out so I have some decent space there, and I'd probably do more than one floor, and I wouldn't make it too wide around the tree because it just wouldn't look right unless I had a really tall tree. So yeah, just to be safe, I think I'm gonna build around the tree. But for now, I want to go and find some tools. I want to get some stone. I can get some stone tools, and then from there I want to find some iron, and then yeah, we'll go from there. So I actually recorded an hour's worth of footage a few days ago, and it was just me playing Minecraft, listening to some music or whatever. Mostly just messing about. I didn't really want to upload it because, as I said, it was just an hour of me running around and gathering stuff. But in the hour, I managed to get 3.5 stacks of coal and a full stack of iron and a full set of iron armor and tools, as well as bows. So hey, this looks interesting. Whoa, this is dark. Okay, no, I don't want to go down here yet. Hey, get up there. Alright. I need some wooden tools before I do anything. But, yeah, so I ended up not putting that up, mostly because, as I said, you know, just messing about. And also I didn't really think people would want to sit there for an hour and watch it, and I couldn't really find a good enough spot to cut the episode. So I was like, well, I'll just do a let's play. So just gonna go ahead and turn all that into planks, make a crafting table. Bam. Alright, get some sticks going, and then get some tools. Although I'm just gonna make a pickaxe there. Don't really think I need anything else for now until I get stone. I typically don't use wooden tools once I actually get stone, so I try not to make them just to save a bit of resources. I like being very minimalist at the start because, well, it's a lot safer, because then you don't have to worry about running out of materials and whatnot. Also, I quite like to have a bit of spare wood anyway. It's just nice to have, and I really do apologize if you can't see anything here. I'm actually just gathering some cobblestone, and hopefully without much of a delay I'll have coal. So, but I do quite like this bit up here, which seems to be some sort of room. Not quite, well, there's nothing, it doesn't go anywhere, really. I mean, it's just a room as such. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and make a FOB here, forward operating base. Do a bit of crafting. I'm gonna want a shovel, and actually I'm gonna go ahead and make a second pickaxe. It's always nice to have one just in case. Sort out my inventory. Actually, I'm going to go ahead and use the wooden pick first. Okay. Cool. Back down I go. Actually, no, I'm going to browse the surface for some coal. I don't like how dark it is down there, and I also don't like how I can't actually light it up right now. And I really don't like how it's already noon. The days go by too quick. But by the looks of it, there isn't going to be anything here. I really don't like the desert. It's one of the last places I would want to live. But actually that brings me to my first story. Hooray. I actually used to live in a desert back in San Diego, California. I used to live sort of, I lived all over the place really, but my favorite place was San Diego. Technically that was a desert, but it was more of an oasis. Oh, pardon me, that was my phone. Yeah, basically lived in San Diego for quite a long time. It was a massive part of my life. I lived there for a very long time, and the weather was amazing. Wow, that is a lot of pumpkins. That is awesome. Now I can start a farm going. Oh, hey, cool. Sweet. But yeah, so I used to live there for a massive part of my life, and the weather was brilliant, and I lived on a military base, so there is a few perks to that. One of them being that we got a free house. We didn't have to pay for it, and the only thing we really had to pay for was like water, electricity, but that was about it. And it was a massive house too. Really cool house. 2 stories and massive front room. Huge living room. It was terraced as well. Wow, that is awesome. Bit of iron there. Hey, chicken. But as I was saying, it was a big house. Had very nice front window, actually let a lot of light in. We had a pool that was about maybe 2 minutes walk away, community pool. Had a big pool for the adults, had a smaller one for the kids, and inside was the community center, which was pretty big. It had a whole cafe and a restaurant, and it had arcade, and it had a gym, and it had everything else you could possibly need, all in one area. in one building, and it was really cool. And not only that, but there was a big park right next to it, which was really cool considering being a kid and all. Wow. Oops. And yeah, I really miss that place. And what actually brought up that story is the weather. Actually, right now in the UK, which is where I live now, it's raining and thundery, and it's not very nice out. But yeah. But yeah, so sorry for that. I actually had to go AFK quickly. Stopped recording, carried on. I haven't actually done anything, so one idea that I have is recording Kingdoms of Amalur, which is a really cool RPG, and it has the combat style of, say, Darksiders, or any button mashing beat 'em up, really. Bit more combo based, so you kind of need to time your attacks, but and it looks a lot like WoW design in the music and in graphics altogether. The graphics are pretty good. Gameplay, I'd say, is possibly one of the funnest games I've played in a while. The story is good, but it's a little bit... The main story is good, but the side quests don't really... There's no, like... Oh god. Wow. That was not expecting that. Okay, well, I've got some coal. I'm gonna go ahead and get back to where it's safe. Although I wouldn't exactly consider that place safe, considering it's pitch black in there, but hey ho. That's where my work table is, so I'm gonna go and get that back. But yeah, the gameplay is absolutely outstanding, and I've played a lot of it already. I think I've already played like 60 odd hours, but I'm more than happy to go through it again for the sake of a let's play, only because I enjoyed the game that much. It really is that good. So I would like to do that, but I don't know if other people would like me to do that. I'll probably end up doing it anyway, because, well, yeah, but yeah, that's just an idea, throwing that out there. Let me know what you think. I'd be more than happy to do it. And also, I don't know how extensive I should make it either. Like, should I do what I usually do with an RPG, where I literally go through and I do every single possible conversation option. I try to find as much as I can lore-wise. I read all the books. I generally like to take my time sometimes. It depends on my mood. Like, if I'm up for it or whatever, then I'll just, you know, blitz right through it, and I'll not take my time. I'll skip through all the pages in a book, and I'll just quickly go through all the conversation options, because there's none of the other extra combat conversation options, sorry, actually have anything to do with the main quest, or the quests, or whatever. It's just lore as such, and the thing I've noticed is that it actually repeats a bunch of conversation topics. So for instance, you're in one area and you'll ask somebody about a person, and then you'll go to another area and you'll ask them about the same person. So rather than asking them stuff about your say quest, which you can do, it does give you the option to ask again about the quest to get a little bit more information, but that's it. You get one extra little tidbit of information, and I would like more. Personally, I would like it that if you did take the time to do all of the conversation options, you would actually get something added on to your quest. You would have, say, an extra objective, which I think would be a really cool addition, but, well, they haven't added that, so. But it's still a fantastic game. It's one of the best I've played, and I'm thoroughly enjoying it. So if people would like to see that, I'm more than happy to do so. But I've also got a few other games up my sleeves that I can play. One of them being WoW, which is, yeah, that's quite sad, but I don't really care. WoW's a good game. At some point in the near future, I should be getting a beta invite to Mists of Pandaria. So I will be checking that out, assuming I actually get into the beta before it even gets released. Blizzard are taking their time with the beta invites, because the way they're doing it is the later you actually applied to get put into the beta, the later you're gonna get in. So that's a little bit of a bummer, but that's fair enough. I mean, they have millions of people wanting to get into the beta, so it makes sense. But so yeah, I'll be getting beta access to that at some point. I've got Crisis that I could play. Whether or not I can record it is a different question. That game is quite graphically intense on my computer. I can play it with decent FPS, however, it does lag occasionally. Like, I'll get a few lag spikes or whatever, but I don't know how it'll be with recording. I have tested Kingdoms, and that one definitely works. So, I've got Peggle, which is a brilliant game, but it's not exactly interesting to watch. Wow, this is cool. This is amazing. I'm liking this so far. And I found a decent amount of iron too. It's all over the place. No, that's just stone. Okay. I've got Terraria, which I've only played 16 hours of. I haven't gotten that far. I've made a house and I've got a few people moved in with me. I've got in the demolition expert and a few others, but I got a bit stuck on it because I don't know all that much about the game, and I'm not entirely sure what I'm meant to do next. So I'm having a bit of trouble on that. I do really want to play the game. I'd much rather do it multiplayer with somebody. That would be my ideal way of doing it, because then at least I'm not going to be the only one that won't know anything, or if that's not the case, then I'll be learning stuff as I go, and I'll learn more about the game. What else have I got? Got Crisis 2, but as it is, I can't even run that without lagging, so that's a no-go. I've got wow, all my games have actually slipped my mind now. I don't even remember what I've got. Well, yeah. I'll have to have a look through my games and see what I've got. I do have quite a few, so actually what I can do is I could play Need for Speed. I've got Carbon or Underground 2. That runs quite well. Hey, there's a creeper over there. Okay, I'm not going that way. I haven't even made a sword yet. Okay, no, this isn't good. This is not good. This is not good. No, go away. I'm actually playing on hard too, so this next shot's gonna kill me. Oh, okay, never mind. Well, that was interesting. I'm gonna grab this iron and I'm going back to base. I don't like that at all. I don't like this. Oh no. Oh god. Okay. Oh, whatever. Just pop down there and grab it. What's the worst that could happen? Oh wow, lapis already? Really? That was really quick for that. Didn't think I was that far down. Okay, well, whatever. It's possibly... No, actually, not possibly. That's a lie. It is the most useless thing in the game. By far. There's nothing else that is that useless. Except for... maybe die. Then again, it is a die, so... there you go. so don't really see the point in having it, but hey, I can make blocks with it. Actually, I can make a blue house if I ever find enough of it. I do like the looks of the block itself, but yeah. Come on, get up there. So I found a server about a day or two ago, and the server is called RPG, and it is exactly what it says. It is an RPG server. Wow, 40 iron already. That is fantastic. So let's stick 5 of those in there and just slap that in there right there. Okay. Anyway, the server's called RPG, and basically it's, as I said, exactly as it sounds. It is an RPG server. You get money, and it has a whole market that you can buy stuff from, and you can go out and you can basically mine your stuff to make money, or you can kill stuff to get money. You know, sell the drops that they drop to certain vendors. One restriction about buying things and whatnot is, like, for instance, a vendor sells 64 cobblestone for, say, a few $100s or whatever. You actually can only sell him 64 of that stack, because that's what he sells. But the system works. It's a little bit of a laggy server, but considering what it's doing, it doesn't surprise me in the slightest. It is a very expensive server. The capital city itself is pretty big. I spent 3 hours alone just exploring it. Actually, I have so much iron. I think I'm gonna make myself a set of armor once that's done. You know what, actually, I'm just gonna go ahead and stop the recording and carry on once it's done. And I'm back. So while this iron right here is smelting, I went and had a look at how long this video is, and it's already hit like the 20:02 mark. So I'm gonna have to call this an episode in a minute. But before I do, I'm gonna go ahead and make myself some armor. Bam, bam, bam. Get my leggings. Okay, cool. So my first few nights in Minecraft, I already have a full set of iron armor. I think that's pretty good. So anyway, take it easy, guys. Hope you guys have a good weekend. It's coming up, and for all you people in the UK, enjoy the good weather.